sliding into the new year like, oh shoot, what's good? Oh, I want to break my desk. Oh no. Hey friends, it's Brian and I hope you all are having a wonderful start to your new year. It's already like halfway through January by the time I'm recording this, so it's kind of crazy how time is flying by super fast. And this is usually around the time where people are working on their New Year's resolution or their New Year's goals, and I kind of want to touch a little bit about that. For me and for most people, I think we tend to reflect a lot at the end of 2021 and want to start off the new year right by setting goals for 2022, which is like going to the gym or getting better grades or applying to that job you always wanted. And I think my mindset on how to approach and how to set these goals have definitely changed over the years. So I definitely wanted to share that with you today and just a little bit of my thoughts. So in 2021, I actually got the Artist of Life Workbook created by a YouTuber named Lavendaire, and she's an amazing YouTuber. I follow some of her content, and one of the things she really works towards is building her dream life. And that's the whole reason why I got this workbook itself. I wasn't actually able to keep up with it in terms of writing it, but one of the biggest takeaways I got was setting a theme for the new year. And I believe that setting a theme at the beginning of the year is super important because it just opens up this nice roadmap where you want to work towards. Also, I think it's important at the end of the year to kind of reflect and see, was this what the theme that you wanted at the beginning of the year, and how did it feel at the end? For example, I think 2020, I would name it my lost year because it was when COVID happened and it was just like an abrupt ending to my senior year of college. I went into post-grad and I honestly didn't know what was happening because everyone's quarantined, people moved home, I wanted to stay in Irvine, and it was like a huge mess and it was super confusing that year for 2020. I did have some good memories but also some bad memories, and I would definitely just label that as a very lost kind of, the feeling at itself at the end of the year was definitely lost. For 2021, I would name that the transitioning year. A lot of good things came out of it. Being able to kind of safely see people once again, really embracing a lot of the changes that was happening in my life, that acknowledged that, like, yeah, I'm in post-grad now and you know, things are gonna be different from here on out. No longer living that student life basically. And just really embracing new changes in terms of career and just how things were moving and making some really big decisions for myself. And that was what I would name my 2021 is my transition year. For 2022, I think what I would name it right now is unlocking my potential. Anime. And I would say unlocking my potential because this year I really want to be unapologetically myself with, you know, trying new things and just not being afraid to do things I always wanted to do, like setting up this YouTube channel. I eventually want to start a blog website too, and just really try things that I've always been afraid to try and not taking enough risk for it. So that is my theme for the new year. And I would love to hear what your theme is for the new year, and you can comment down below. And now, with the new year and the new theme in mind, it's time to start thinking about goals. Goals are interesting because we hear a lot like, you know, what are your goals? What are your goals for the future? What are your goals in life? And honestly, it's very stressful thinking about it because we have been programmed to think that if we don't get a goal, we either failed or we succeeded. And I think that mindset of goals has definitely like been ingrained in our minds since just going to school, right? Like, you know, your goal is to get a 4.0 or get an A in the class or pass the class, and we're always constantly being tested, like ace the midterm is the goal, ace the final is the goal. And now, as we set our own goals, we have this expectation that if we don't hit that margin, that we fail. And I think that's such a bad way of thinking about goals, and I definitely had my mindset changed a lot by watching a couple other YouTubers and reading a couple other books. And here are some things that I'm starting to think about how goals go. 1, a goal is a compass and have a flexible plan. So there's kind of two parts to this that go hand in hand. Goals are meant to point you towards the right direction, not to determine whether you succeeded or failed. For example, just because you didn't bench 200 pounds by the end of the year doesn't mean you didn't make significant improvement. Maybe you went from 50 pounds to 80 pounds, or 50 pounds to 100 pounds. That's still a lot of improvement, and you should be really proud of yourself for improving that much. Have a plan. have a flexible plan. And I think the important part here is if the goal is the compass, your plan is the road to help you get to that goal. And being flexible is really important because things happen in life, you know, like sometimes you won't be able to, you know, go to the gym 4 or 5 days a week, and you travel or something happens. Just being able to get back on track when things happen is super important, because that way in your mind already you know it's flexible, so that you won't stress out like it's chaos. Plans never go according to plan. Yeah, it really doesn't. So be flexible, and that way it'll help you less stress out in the beginning and really just focus on improving yourself. Focus on the results of your progress and not the results of your goal. And I already kind of mentioned this in the first part, but for us, we tend to beat ourselves up a lot if we don't achieve a goal. So, you know, be kind to yourself and, you know, be happy that you're already working towards this goal. Just by setting a goal in itself is already an improvement, and it's progress. And you should really be happy and really be proud of yourself that you're already working towards improving your life. Number 3, not all goals need to be measurable. And this is an idea that I got from a YouTuber named Ali Abdallah, and he talks about setting goals, and one of it was definitely that you don't have to set goals that are measurable, or SMART goals, if you guys remember. Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. These goals are really important, such as using it for gymming or reaching a certain financial number that you're going for. But you can also set goals such as being more relaxed this year, or trying to stress less this year, or spending more time with family, or just, you know, spending more time for yourself. And I think these goals aren't really specifically measurable unless you're going super scientific with it. You know, set those goals for yourself throughout the year and just constantly remind yourself like, yo, I gotta relax a bit. Let's not stress too much if you're a huge stressor like me, and just, yeah, not all goals need to be measurable, and be kind to yourself for that. Number 4, celebrate the small wins. Be proud of yourself. You're working towards, you know, improving yourself, and a lot of times we think we have to like set it all the way at the end of the year, but you know, you have time to celebrate month by month, week by week, or even day by day. Maybe you landed a job in a day and you're like, it's lit. Yeah, I did that. That was all me. Yeah, it's okay to celebrate, you know? Be proud of yourself. Pat yourself on the back. You did that. Use your goals to unlock your potential and have fun doing it. My theme being unlocking my potential this year. I think, you know, setting these awesome goals for yourself to improve, that in itself is, you know, you're capable of it. Like, you know you can get there. So using these goals as a way to unlock your potential while having fun doing it, I think that's super important more than anything else. All right, so now that we have the theme for the new year and our mindset on how goals work, it's time to actually set these goals. There are just 4 points that I'm gonna go through, and I'll be looking at my laptop to kind of show you guys as we're going through it together. So the first thing is categorizing each of the goals. So for me, I personally have specifically 5 categories. So one of it is my financial goals. The other one is my career and business goals. The other one is creator goals. 4th one is travel goals. And then the 5th one is fitness and health goals. I also have like a subcategory one, which is called important, simple, personal goals. And that just basically means like to be less stressed, learn to relax, man, and enjoy the process and be more honest with myself. So those like simple personal goals, not super measurable, but just constant reminders throughout the year. Once I have the categories, I had something for each of those categories, which is a progress tracker. And we'll take the creator goals, for example. So one of my creator goals is to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And of course, if I don't reach that goal, that's totally fine, but working towards that progress. So on the progress tracker, I have like a month by month, I have, you know, a video count, how many videos I made, you know, that month. I'm aiming to do 1 to 3 videos a week. I have my subscriber count that I will, you know, check at the end of the month. I also have my blog count. You know, I want to create a blog website and create at least 1 blog a month, and that's kind of like an idea. I have my to-do list. One of it was, again, to create a blog website. That's not really measurable, so it's more of a checklist and a to-do list, and I'll update it as I go. So once I have the category and the progress tracker, the 3rd thing is my how. Focus on developing the habits for it. So for creator goals, we'll continue with this example. I want to get to 10,000 subscribers. How technically am I supposed to get there? I need to start developing a habit of recording these videos, scripting the videos, uploading it during a certain time. And that takes a lot of building that habit, just like going to the gym. If I want to, get that nice bod, I gotta go 4 to 5 times a week. Go to the gym constantly, and also eating healthy. So developing those habits is your how. And then the when, you decide on when you want that, by the end of the year, whether it's half year, that's all up to you. But for me, it's important to work on focusing on developing those habits. Oh my God, I almost burped. Number 4, day-to-day to-do list. I have this notebook that I got from Amazon. It's pretty cool. It's super simple. It's just like a to-do list. I can't live without to-do list. So I have this to really work towards my goals every single day. Yeah, those are my four ways of how to set my goals. Again, I'll summarize it. Is to categorize your goals, find a way to progress and track it, learn your how, which is developing the habit, and then work on it day by day using whatever tools for you. For me, it's a to-do list. Alright, so we reached the end of the video, and thanks again for watching. I hope some of that information was useful to you. If not, I'm so sorry. I definitely wanted to make sure that some of the information was useful. I get a lot of inspiration from YouTubers, and I'll link their channels in the description below. If they ever watch this, nice. I'm super excited for this new year. I know every year has its challenges, but working towards improving each and every day and each and every year. I hope that it's the same for you. Everything I told you, I'm telling myself too, so it's definitely a work in progress altogether. If you learned something, feel free to give us a thumbs up, and if you want to be part of the journey, feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.